Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Advancement Center from our headquarters here in Santa Barbara, California, on this amazingly warm October day. It's like a summer day. It's very, very warm here. So welcome, everyone. Back to the world of magic and miracles. Back to a conversation that we carry on all the time with each other, with our origins, with our amazingly special beings that we're always in some way in contact with. There's a connection, although much of the time it can be forgotten about and it can sort of slink away into the background. But not with Robert and Simeon. And for the invitation for today's broadcast, I was drawn to use a Simeon quote that was very dear to my heart, and also as a welcome back to Simeon, who will be joining us again through Robert, with Robert. And so today's invitation was kind of a little wave hello to Simeon again. We're so excited that you're going to be coming back and joining us in this amazing way. So my broadcast today is really in honor of you, Simeon and Robert, as you are so connected. And the movement, our movement forward into our future is so exciting to me. And it's because of Robert's amazing support of us all here and everywhere, as well as Simeon's support, that I don't lose touch. I may forget, I may wander off down the side road sometimes, but the future that I can see so clearly when the transmissions come through is enormous. And when I say see, it's not necessarily a physical scene or a visual scene. It's a feeling scene. It's a knowing scene that both Robert's and Simeon messages have always touched in me. Because when they speak, it's got this familiar feeling. It's this feeling of, I know this. It's this feeling of someone drawing back the veil into something that's always existed right in front of you. But this veil had gone up. And the veil is gently pushed aside, like a gentle breeze might just gently lift a sheer curtain. And you see and you feel who you are, why you're here, maybe even just in part, maybe just a glimpse for a moment, But that's a big glimpse. That's a big awareness that changes lives, that changed my life many years ago and continues to shower me with sparkles of excitement and wonder and amazement and that sense of anticipation. Sometimes I get really excited like a little kid because I know that more and more beautiful things are on the way and experiences like we've never experienced before. And isn't it interesting how one's life can completely change, and yet you don't notice it so much at the time? Because at the time, it feels normal. It just feels like your life. So there's no thought of it. And every once in a while, something might cause you to look back or take you back to a moment of your apparent past. And all of a sudden you see the contrast and you go, oh my gosh, everything's different. It's the mystery of and the beauty of how it happens. So it won't necessarily be something that's just in your face one day, that everything's different, although it can be. But there's all kinds of ways that change comes. And it really happens every moment of every day. We're just not always aware. In fact, it would drive you a little nutty if you were aware of every moment of change. It just keeps you alive. It keeps your spirit flying and happy and causes you to change direction, especially mine. I think it's a female thing, as there's a lot of, there can be a lot of fluttering around and flitting, like from flower to flower, or from the hummingbird, as David once said, is such a great example of how we can, these female creatures here can be. But it's the beauty. It's being allowed to be that. It's not holding back because there's anything wrong, just because we can be a little bit different. So welcome to this new world once again, that feels different today, and it will always feel different. You cannot get bored. And yet what I'm so excited about is that everything that I have known for as long as I can remember being here on planet Earth, from when I was a child, how I've always known that joy and gentleness and laughter and fun are what we came here to experience in this beautiful place called planet Earth, with each other. We're not here alone, we're here with each other. And the joy and the lightness is what it's what it's for, what it's all about for me. And there's certain things that make that happen in an instant for me. It will be fast, things that might act as a catalyst, like live music at a concert or in the park, or randomly someone singing or picking up an instrument. That's just one of many things that can spark that immense joy, that immense happiness, that immense feeling of freedom. It's more than that. It's because when you have that experience, when I have that experience, when there's more than one, when there's two or more or many people, and everyone is sharing in this moment of ecstasy, just pure ecstasy and joy, for no apparent reason other than the fact that maybe there's music playing. But it's not, sometimes it's hard to find words. Because it's not about perfection in the sense of, like I think of with a music teacher from my past, that, it has to be a certain way and you have to play this correctly. And there's an aspect of that, of the precision. But more importantly is that spirit that comes through. And that's the gold. When everyone's spirit is touched and explodes and comes through, because then there are no barriers between anyone, between anything. And that's what I see in the future. That's just right on the other side of the veil. It's all so close. It's so tangible. And the purpose of the Advancement Center is to assist everyone into staying connected to this, to what I'm speaking about. And it's yours. It doesn't belong to anyone else. It's yours. It's all about reminding you about who you are. And these friendly flies really want to disrupt things. But it's really that. It's all about you and your connection to your spirit. And everything grows, everything comes from there. And believe it or not, that's where everything in creation comes from. So as the universes spin and the fireworks go off, because all of you are seeing, if just for a moment, how you are the creator of your future, what you see when you're connected to your spirit, what you see because you know it to be. It doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. And slowly but surely, our confidence in our connection and in our knowing will far outweigh anything that might try to disturb us from the outside, apparent outside. It's one of the beautiful things about Robert putting Barbara and David and I in this chair is it's given us this incredible opportunity to expand, to step through barriers, to grow. And for me personally, the confidence that I'm not aware of until after, maybe someone says something or I notice something. But I want everyone to have the experience. And that's why the invitation is still open to all of you listening, whether you're watching and listening with us here today or you see this as a recording in the future. You are warmly invited to join in the conversation. If you've not already experienced it, we have a platform where we can bring you in from your home, and you could be here on screen with us. We'll just be in 2 different boxes on the screen. There's something unique that happens that doesn't happen in the same way at other times. There's something very unique. So that's your first invitation. So there's a lot here. There's a lot that I can feel. And yet, it's difficult to continue to express in words right now. But there's so much. And I just had a vision of an incredible lake of water, towering, not too towering, towering beautiful cliffs on some of the edges, beautiful warm weather like it is here today, and people diving in and laughing and splashing and frolicking. But this is not just a physical scene. This is the scene of the future. The freedom, the limitlessness, how it feels when you're swimming in the water. You're just floating. It's effortless. It's embracing. It's comfortable. It's cool. It's refreshing. And the laughter that can come out of nowhere as you splash yourself, as you splash someone else with water. That is the ease that is coming more and more into this life. So on that note, and in that place, I want to wish you all, once again, a perfect life, perfect health, and an extremely magic future. Thank you.